Hey Spuddies, Potatomcwhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 6 as Victoria of England. So let's go ahead and choose our production over here. We've completed the sewer in here, and so it might be a good idea to perhaps do some other improvements. Let's see, mostly I'm pretty happy with the city. It's generating a lot of gold for me, which I'm really happy about, and I don't think there's really much we need to do in here. I could get a water park for a little bit of extra oomph when it comes to things. Now what I could do is I could do a sneaky thing and purchase my way out over to this tile, put the water park over here, and it won't take up one of these really nice tiles that I have. I will need to trade for a little bit of gold, so let's go ahead and talk to Lautaro and see if he wants to buy my 25. He would give me on the order of 550-ish gold, maybe? 512 gold seems like a good amount to me. And then we'll purchase this tile and we'll place the water park over here. And that'll just hopefully take care of some of the amenities that this city is absorbing. Right now it's getting a few from luxury resources. We could take that down quite a bit. So again, we want to organize by gold. We want to maximize our gold income, but we're going to transport this over to London in preparation for starting to build the spaceport. We need to get repairing on these. The game seems to be running a lot worse today. I don't know if it's my imagination, but are things like kind of choppy when I move the thing around? And am I getting any tearing? I really do need you guys' feedback when it comes to performance. Let me know. Keep that in your mind for the next series or two. We're going to be making a lot of tweaks and adjustments to how we run things to make sure that we are providing you guys with a really nice experience. I have some monitoring software up too to keep an eye on my performance. My GPU isn't maxed out, my memory, and oh, a moderate flood. That was over here. It looks like it did kill some of my farms. We'll get them repaired in a short order. We built a campus over here in Birmingham. We definitely want the city to continue to grow. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the sewer. And I need to start saving up gold for the next step. We're going to trade with you guys because it's 35 gold right there. Do I put a lumber mill here or do I chop this? Chopping it would finish that. I think it would be a good idea to get an amenity district in here because the city is absorbing a lot of luxuries. We're starting to have some luxury problems in a few cities. I would also like to get a neighborhood to keep the city growing, but I think for the short term, we're going to go ahead and pick up the Waterpark district here. Over here, there's a lumber mill that needs to be built over here. There's also some mines we could place here for Brighton. In fact, Brighton has a decent industrial zone right there with those mines. Let's go ahead and lumber mill this up. Now we want this guy to go get some of these things. We want to get our culture gain up a little bit if we can. We will put a camp there. That'll turn that into a good tile. Get this city in the process of advancing. I might move a trade route over here in Nottingham. I think that's a reasonable thing to do at this stage of the game. Industrial era is done. We have the broadcast center. We can do aluminum. More stuff we can sell to the AI. We are burning a little bit of oil thanks to the submarine that we got. We also get a new grants. +1 coal per turn and creates a battleship. Very cool. Well, we should be able to combine those battleships together. I'll move you here and wait a turn. We have the university here. I'd love to get the research lab, but I don't think I have the production in here. I think it'd be better to purchase it. And to give this harbor an extra +1, I think it would make sense to get work on the water park. Get to work on the water park. Over here we've completed the Royal Navy dockyard and we got another submarine. We'll put that into sleep mode. Although could I potentially get it over to here? Well, you know what? You're kind of out here, so I'm just going to put you on exploration mode. Let you see if you can find anything. Then you're going to build the lighthouse for me. There we go. We got rid of that. Come over here and get rid of this. Choose artifact. I'll take a Victoria artifact. Yes, sir. Over here. There's a mine there that we can go improve. You want to place lumber mills for me. We'll go to the next turn. Excavate. Take some more Victoria artifacts. The more of those artifacts I have, the better chance I have of like combining them and getting boosts. Reina is in position in the capital to purchase the spaceport. I need to hold on to my gold in order to be able to purchase that. And looks like we also stole a little bit of extra gold too. Over here we got the Waterpark. I would like the broadcast center, but I'm going to go ahead and prioritize getting the Ferris wheel for the amenity. It should finish just about then, which is good. We got the seaport here in Stoke-upon-Trent. I would like a neighborhood, but we don't really have many spots to place one. So let's go ahead and work on the sewer to get that housing number up to a reasonable level. We're going to create another one of these, and then we're going to combine them together. And in theory, this should leave me with +1 coal per turn, which is pretty good. Let's see if we can get friendships with this guy. Hello, I like your friendship. Alrighty. I'd like to continue to steal gold over here. So we've got a barbarian artifact now. Up here, we're going to gain sword, although it's time to teleport this guy back to London for the purpose of defending the spaceport in a few turns. It's very important that you defend your spaceport with spies. We'll go ahead and pick up this artifact. We'll go with an Eleanor of Aquitaine artifact. Sounds good. Campus. Goodbye. Waterpark. Research lab. A little bit of an eruption over here. That's going to hurt our science per turn actually quite a bit. So we're going to have to spend some time repairing these. There's one downside. You get a lot of benefits from building near those, but there are downsides. I'll take a barbarian artifact. Put a lumber mill there. And a lumber mill there. And we'll head over there. You will take bombardment, and then we'll go to the next turn. I will move my archaeologists elsewhere. I won't plan on stealing from you anymore. There was only one easy one that I could get to. Moderate flood mitigated over here in the Crees land.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're missing.
Okay, so we definitely want to get the campus repaired if we can. We definitely want to get another archaeological museum. I'm going to hard build the amphitheater. I'm going to start promoting Pingala up here for Space Initiative. We have an empty. Some people have said they don't like this government policy screen. I quite like it, so let me know if you guys. I might like. If I remember, maybe I'll put a poll up here in the top right hand corner and ask you guys if you're okay with this screen. It might be a little bit harder to see on, like, say, a phone screen, for example, but I find this to be very convenient. Presents me a lot more information in a single screen. Okay, so logistics isn't bad. Conscription isn't bad. I do have a number of seaports, so military research would be actually fine as well. That will net me just a little bit of extra science from all of my coastal cities that are fully developed. Let's go ahead and repair that fish tile. We'll choose an artifact here. I'll take a Victoria artifact now as well. You are going to go into alert mode. Actually, I'm going to move you up towards the rest of my fleet and then put you into alert mode. And this guy's just going to wait a couple of turns until we purchase the spaceport in this city. Where are we going to put the spaceport? I'm thinking of putting it like right here, because then I can defend it with 3 spies on the campus, theater square, and the spaceport itself, and my hope is that that actually does work and increase the chance that, you know, it's defended. So let's go ahead and purchase the excuse me. Oh, I forgot to get the contractor promotion. Okay. Where is the closest governor thing? I need to get mobilization. Ah, I regret a lot now doing that. I thought I had contractor. That's a bit of a mistake. How long would it take me to build the spaceport? 27 turns. Yeah, it's better to wait. But I guess now we can spend our money a little bit. We head over here. We'll hard build the library. And we will hard build the Ferris wheel. I'm going to put him to sleep, probably. I still have this guy here if I need the loyalty. But I don't need the loyalty, so that's why I haven't used him. I know a couple of you guys were mentioning that to me. This trade route is going to be centralized over to my capital. A little bit choppy. I'm concerned about that because my graphics utilization is way lower. What's going on here? Why is the frame rate so low? Huh. Hold on. Doing some live troubleshooting here. Let me try and fix this if I can. Does that help? No, not really. Okay, my things might get a little messed up here. That feels much smoother. But I don't know if that's like a placebo effect. Okay, I made an adjustment and hopefully that improves things. Let me see if I can... How does that feel now? Let's turn off some things. Curious. It's running fine now, but before it was very choppy, and all I did was lower the refresh rate of my monitor. All right. Fair enough. I'll take that. Industrial era ends. Okay, so Aquarium. The Aquarium does get me science and also amenities, so that's good. It helps reduce the dependence on luxury goods. Go ahead and repair that. Looks like he's coming down here to settle. Which he is welcome to settle in here if he wants. I mean, if he really thinks that's a good idea. Okay, we're going to purchase the research lab in here because it's a significant boost to science. Then we're going to hard build the Ferris wheel, try to just take care of the amenity problem. We'll go ahead and grab a library in here. So in Bristol, we have an industrial zone, a Royal Navy dockyard, and a campus. It might be a good idea to get some sort of entertainment district, or a neighborhood, for example. Housing-wise, we're fine. We are lacking a little bit for amenities, and this city is almost entirely dependent on luxuries. So an entertainment district, or perhaps a water park, fits a little bit better. So let's swap this tile. Wait, do you not have... a seaport? You don't. I'm going to purchase a seaport and a research lab in here to help boost that city along. Over here, we're going to place the water park. Now, out of curiosity. Yes, okay. Let's get these campuses repaired. So let's grab the sewer for a little bit more housing. I'm going to put this guy to sleep. Hopefully I remember that I put him to sleep. I'm sure you guys will squeal at me in the comments. Looks like something was pillaged. It was probably one of my industrial zones by a spy. Or it was Lautaro getting hit. I'll vote once on that, just because, you know, I'm a nice guy. And I hope that it uses up the AI's resources for not much gain on their part. How would you... So what kind of deal would you give me on 100? So you're actually giving very bad deals now. What about you? How much are you paying for 100? So you're paying roughly the same, 57. You're broke. You are not broke. Okay, they're all giving roughly the same deal now for favor, when before some of them were giving better deals. Wow, she's gonna pay me basically her entire economy. So how much would you pay for 10? 11 gold. You pay a premium as well. So you're probably willing to pay a premium for other stuff too, like turtles. 11 gold, not quite good enough. How about aluminum? Would you like to buy 14 aluminum? You'd pay 9 gold per turn for 14 aluminum. That seems pretty good. And what about 20 iron? You'd pay 9 gold per turn for 20 iron. What about 20 coal? You'd pay 9 gold per turn for 20 coal. What about another 20 coal? You'd pay another 9 gold per turn. Excellent. And what about... It seems to be the AI will only buy resources in chunks of 20 at a time. That's why I'm not offering more, by the way, for the curious. Excellent. And I'm not doing the exploit where you sell them a very small amount of a resource at a time. I'm just trying to dump off all these strategics that I have onto the market. Okay, looks like he's paying around 10 gold a pop. 10 gold per turn a pop, which is great. Ends up me... Like, on a per turn basis, yeah, sure, I don't really end up with all that much gold, but over the course of the full 30 turns, I end up with a decent chunk more gold, which I'm quite happy to do. You can see now we're up to a very good thing. Let's go ahead and build the university in here. I want to repair the university. Now, Auckland... I'm working an awful lot of coastal tiles, and this is something someone pointed out to me. I didn't even realize Auckland was in this game, being totally 100% honest. But if I wait until after Scorched Earth, I should be able to get full suzerainty of Auckland, which I would be super happy about. The only other person I might want to get friends with is Lisbon. So we'll hold off on that. Moving all of our trade routes to the capital. Capital doesn't have a commercial hub, and that's partially why I've moved away from commercial hubs, is because the AI likes to spy steal when you make a lot of money. So by centralizing my gold production in a city that doesn't have a commercial hub, they can't steal the gold from me, which is just fine and dandy by me. Can't take my money. So we successfully stole a chunk of gold. I think what I'm going to do in here is purchase the archaeological museum and the archaeologist, and then I'm going to purchase the seaport. just to get this city moving, I'm going to go ahead and purchase the research lab, hard build the sewer, and this city will continue to develop nicely. Continue spamming out these trade routes to the highest gold. You're going to head back over here and start re-improving these tiles. You have a level up. Disguise is a good one for moving them around. I wouldn't mind chocolate. I'll sell you it, or I'll buy it off you for a little bit of gold. My Diplo favor has a bit more value traded to other players compared to my gold, because I have a very limited amount of Diplo favor, for example. Alright, there's Flood Barrier, which is good. We are going to be heading into a new age, and we are going to be in a dark age, although there could be a dark age policy card that is really, really powerful for us. We're going to choose our research over here. Now that we have flood barriers, we can build them. We can build them at need. I could get to work on satellites, or I could start filling out some of these older techs, since I haven't even started doing some of the things. Like, for example, I could grab economics and be able to get stock exchanges. I could get food markets. I would like to get extra food. I would also like to get extra production from lumber mills. That's quite a distant tech. I think we'll go ahead and grab the extra food over here, and then we'll look to unlock oil and sort of head up this way. And then we can always come back and get satellites when we need it. Flood barrier would protect this niter tile. It's a relatively cheap thing, and the sea level is rising rapidly, so we do need to do that. We're going to go ahead and pick up the zoo in here. We've got a research lab down here. We're going to work on the flood barrier to protect that tile. Ancient walls. Let's grab the Ferris wheel for the extra amenity. We'll build the flood barrier. Might not be able to finish it in time. It really depends on when this was scheduled to flood. This is a second flood, so we might be able to protect it. The third flood, okay. Definitely want those flood barriers to prevent our tiles from being sucked up by the ocean. Okay, let's keep repairing. Internationally trading for gold. It's always a nice thing to do. We do have access to another trade route. Okay, we are in the modern era, in a dark age.
The real use of gun war is hell.
So loyalty-wise, we are just fine. I think Heartbeat of Steam is our best chance to get era score, since we will be producing a lot of late game buildings. We have the 5 envoys that we need to get in control of Auckland. It's likely the AI will take this almost immediately off of us, but now our empire just in general has a lot more production to play with. Let's head over here and see if we can improve this stuff. Yeah, I had a feeling you would settle right there. It's kind of an annoying spot to settle, but it's fine. I mean, it's like in the middle of my empire. Kind of reminds me of vanilla Civ 6 when the AI would do this kind of stuff. Ban the production of coal power plants. Of course, I will vote for myself. I would like to earn double Great Admirals. I will vote for the World's Fair. Nuclear power plants have been banned. That is very annoying. because I had planned to move to nuclear power plants. It probably won't happen in the next 30 turns, but that's okay. We do need to also keep an eye on our things. Hey, we circumnavigated the globe, so there's an extra 5 era score right there. Put a mine there. We'll go to the next turn.
You and I come by road.
Oh, we really should be working on the flood barriers in here, because this city has a lot of tiles that are at risk. As does this city. But if we ever run into trouble with our loyalty, we do have a bunch of great admirals that are ready to help. And amenity-wise, the city could help. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the theater square right there. Grab the flood barrier. We'll have a governor title in 4 turns, so we're going to hold on to our gold. We'll just build the sewer here now for a short bit of time. Teleport you over to the capital. You'll go there. Amazingly, I could build a seaside resort next to an active volcano and a burnt down campus. One hell of a holiday destination, let me tell you folks. Alright, flood barrier completed here in the capital. The spaceport would take too long. We will get an industrial zone in this city, purely just for the extra little bit of production that it would provide. We got the flood barrier here in Bradford. I'm actually going to teleport you over to Sheffield to try and get this one online a little bit quicker. And I'm going to purchase a trader over here to try and help this city out. Flood barrier completed here. Campus, industrial zone, Royal Navy dockyard. Might be a good idea to pick up a water park, although there are tiles that would fit pretty well for an entertainment district that aren't really being useful. I like thinking right there would have been good. But I think I'm going to put it over here. I'm trying to help out and just ease the pressure off of our luxury, the demand on our luxuries right now. I'm going to put you to sleep. You're going to harvest that. That should actually give me some era score. We'll take a Victorian one and we'll go to the next one. My hope is that these trade routes will speed up the rate at which I get the these things. I'm going to organize by production and see if I can get really good production trade routes. We will claim this great... Nope, we're going to skip out on this one. Alfred Nobel is probably one of the weaker great scientists. Right, we got the Ferris wheel in here. We could get the coal... the oil power plant because its bonus is extended to all of the cities in the area. So we definitely want to pick up an oil power plant. Because not in the not too distant future we'll have access to oil. You're kind of trapped in here until this ice melts. I think I might delete you. We'll see. Just for the sake of aesthetics, we will build the flood barrier over here. We'll head up here, see if we can grab that. Alright, so we should be able to purchase the... should be able to purchase the spaceport this turn. Bit of a drought here hurts. It's not the end of the world. It's mostly farms and stuff. It didn't quite go through. Okay. So we got replaceable parts now. Let's go ahead and pick up oil. We got the flood barrier over here in Newcastle upon Tyne. The sea level is rising, and unfortunately we're going to lose these 2 tiles to it because I can't think of any way to get this to go faster, because this one is just so expensive because it has to protect so many tiles. I mean, what I could do is I could have swapped tiles around to make it cheaper to do. However, campus, Royal Navy Dockyard, a water park would be good to pick up as well, to be able to provide amenities to this city. We got the seaport here. Let's go ahead and grab the sewer, I guess. Keep this city growing. Repair that library. Keep stealing money. Alright, mobilization. Come on now. Alright, there is castles. So now that we have mobilization, we can come in here and we can promote Reina with Contractor. And rather than having to build a spaceport, we can just purchase it. And I think we agreed we were going to put it right there. We need to wake this spy up and place him on the spaceport. Then we're going to come down to the bottom here, work on launching the Earth satellite, make sure we are unlocking the satellites technology, because we're going to want to go straight into it if we can. Over here we got the entertainment complex. We're going to pick up the arena for the extra amenities. Work on the university here to repair it. We're going to steal more cash so that we can fuel our economy. We'll harvest that. Get to work on the research lab. We have 4,000 gold to play around with. Unfortunately, the amount of CO2 being pumped into the atmosphere by Korea and myself kind of looks like we're both the same color actually in here. It's going to cause the sea levels to rise, and we will be losing some tiles. Namely this tile with the neighborhood on it, which really sucks. And this tile over here. That's about it, really. A little bit of flooding. My carbon emission penalty is growing. Wait. I guess it didn't rise this turn. Anyway, I'm going to call that the end of the episode. We will be seeing some negative consequences as a result of all of the sea level rising and stuff like that we're going to be running into. But I think we've managed to mostly mitigate and survive that. We're also on our way to getting the Amundsen-Scott Research Center. Which is plus 20% and 10% production. That's really good. Put it here. Purchase these snow tiles. And we're off to the races. But yeah, I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.